And you know what? Maybe you don't have passion. Maybe you're just living a life, surviving, doing one day after the next. But you know what? You have the choice. You have the freedom to say, you know what? I'm going to find someone. I'm going to find someone who's living a life closer to the one that I want to live. I'm going to find someone who is filled with passion, someone who, who just cares about the life that he lives, someone who lives for things worth dying for, someone who would die for the thing that he loves. Find people like that. Find someone like that. And if you can't find someone like that, go searching. Just go searching. Search the whole world if you have to. Search within. Get a pen and paper. Just write down who you are, what characteristics you have, what traits you have as a person. Write down moments in your life that have just expressed your nature. Reflect to moments of your life where you did things that others wouldn't do. Specific traits that have always been in you. Look for these traits. Look for these things. Find out what you're good at. And once you find these things, once you find these things, run. Run with these things. Take that gift that you have and milk every single drop out of that gift that you have. And take this thing, take something so small that you know is there. Something so small that you know is there that has potential to only grow bigger, only grow stronger. Take that thing and nurture it. Put your time, your energy, your effort, your focus, put every single thing that you have in you into this thing that you're good at. Most of the time, the reason that you're good at that thing is because you care about it, because that thing has meaning to you, because that thing is something that you are passionate about. What are you doing with your life? If you're currently not living for something worth dying for, then you're not even living. You're not going to get anywhere in this life without passion. Passion is the fuel that takes you to your destination. Nothing else. Nothing's going to get you there. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Mental health is at all-time lows. People cannot afford to buy homes. Everyone is just caught up into a system, blindly following what they perceive to be the correct way of life. Go to university, get a job, do whatever you want with your life. Find what you love and dream. Work so hard that it would be unreasonable to not achieve that dream. Stop with that I'm giving my best trash. That is not possible. It's against human nature. If you spend a single split second doing something that is not taking you closer to your goal, then you didn't give your best, because it's not possible. But with passion, what passion does is passion says, you know what? I'm a failure. I failed yesterday. I failed the day before that. And I failed 10,000 days before that as well. But you know what? Every single time that I fall down, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to adjust the temperature every single time. Every single time that I fail, I will try harder, because there is no limit. It's not like we can just achieve giving your best. No, you can't. Anything in this world that does not go against the laws of nature is possible. Don't you ever tell yourself that is not possible. The question is, what is the cost and is it worth it? Find the one single thing that is worth living for, worth dying for. And stop scrolling your life away. There's such a beautiful world outside. South Africa is the country with the most screen time in the entire world. And people are just scrolling their entire lives away. Time is just getting less. You don't know which day is going to be your last. Yet people just scroll endlessly. There are two types of pleasures in this world. The unhealthy and the healthy. The doom scrolling and healthy relationships. The doom scrolling and achieving goals. The junk food and the reward of hard work that you put in, that no one else put in. And don't you get it? In a world where everyone cares about themselves, people think that they care about themselves. People think that they love themselves. Yet they choose meaningless pleasures to live a meaningless life. And wow, where does that bring you? Just dust in the grave, isn't it? Surround yourself with people that are filled with passion. People that even if they died the next day, you would say, okay, but they lived a good life. Okay, but they lived a full life. They burned on the altar of living for something that they would die for. Stop being lazy and ask yourself, why don't I just try? Why don't I just try live the best life that I can? Why don't I just try do every single thing that I can to achieve my dreams, to achieve my goals? Take a 10-year goal and tell yourself, you know what? Life is short. What if I don't have 10 years? And if it's 10 years, maybe that's because you're not really taking it seriously. Tell yourself, you know what? That 10-year plan, let me do it in 1 year. Let me just throw away the script. Let me just start over. Let me just say, you know what? I have no idea how I'm going to achieve this goal. Lock yourself in a room for 8 hours if you have to. Get a pen and paper in front of you. Write down every single idea that you have to achieve this goal. Every single detail, every single thing that you could think of, write it down. Scribble out the bad ideas or try everything. Try everything. Come up with 1,000 ideas and cross them all down. Maybe it's the 1,000th idea that actually works, but people choose comfort over living fulfilling lives because they have bought in on the lie that was sold to them. And think to yourself, the world is a terrible place. Nobody cares about anyone. People just care about themselves, their own selfish desires. This world needs change. Who do you think is going to bring the change? You think your neighbor is going to try? You think some random friend that you grew up with is just going to try to change the world? You really think anyone in this world has common sense? You really think that? Just because people can make you feel love doesn't mean that they love you. Never fall for that trap. Because remember, people have bought the lie which was sold to them, that they love themselves, living purposeless, meaningless lives. They don't even love themselves. Now they're trying to love you. Never fall for that trap. If you don't change the world, who will? If you don't make your life better, who will? If you don't have opportunities, create opportunities. If you don't have what it takes, screw everyone else. Go to any person that could help you on your journey. Knock on that door. Knock on that door. And if they say no, you know what? Go to the next person. Knock on that door. Knock on that door. Knock on the door. Any person that has the smallest thing that can help you on your journey, annoy the living hell out of that person. Annoy the living hell out of that person. Just take from that person what you need to get where you want to be.